Christmas is done.
Christmas is done.
New
Now it's
Year's
the after effect.
is done.
Yeah. All the holidays are done.
Yeah.
45.
Taking down
Yeah.
all the Christmas decorations and
Take all the decor down, and now it's just time to get through
what a time of year.
the cold.
Yeah.
Well, not that it's very cold, but
Plus 5 Celsius, which is, I'm going to guess, close to 40 above Fahrenheit.
Yeah.
And back home right now, it's minus 35 Celsius, which is, I don't even know what it would be Fahrenheit.
Cold. Like minus 35 would be what?
Minus 20 Fahrenheit, minus 20, maybe more.
It catches up that fast?
Well, it's minus 32 Fahrenheit is 0 Celsius.
Oh.
So minus 35 Celsius must be 15, 20, minus 20 maybe?
I didn't even know it catches up that fast, but yeah.
I'm guessing.
Morning. How unprofessional of me. Soup. Morning, Soup. Morning, Oliver. I did just get out of bed, yeah. I've still got the bed head. But I got a little addicted to Hell Let Loose last night. I didn't even want to get off. I was having so much fun last night. So
that's first person shooter?
Yeah.
Hell Let Loose?
Yeah. You're in the trenches. I was playing mostly the Germans, but I had a couple rounds of playing the Yankees.
Oh, cool.
I prefer the German guns. So it's like, because you use the STG, the MP40, Car 98.
Yeah.
Compared to like the bar and all those, I was like, wow.
I think the STG is the best, or what?
I like it the most.
Yeah, it gives you a little bit of rifle plus.
Yeah, it's so unique too. Like, it's such a cool design gun that it's just like it was so cool.
SpongeBob's house, SpongeBob speaking.
Fives here, Fashions here, Raz, Soup, Oliver. Yeah, there you go. Oh, we don't need a breakdown. Yeah, no, Christmas was.
Yeah, Christmas. It was Christmas. A little odd in this new house.
Breaking it in.
Yeah, breaking it in.
Few hangovers, few good stories, few good moments. So
nobody shot anything. Nobody burned. We didn't burn anything out in the fire pit like we used to. We didn't.
First holidays, we didn't have a big bonfire in the backyard. Yeah. We don't have a backyard to have a bonfire anymore.
No donkeys taking a bathroom break in my front garden like normal.
Way less stress at the new place.
Yeah, wholly different.
Better.
Wholly different. Yeah.
Do you feel weight off your shoulders?
Sometimes till our one dog is getting older, so I don't know, she's having a hard time knowing where to go to the bathroom, but I just put her out a minute ago and she decided to go to the bathroom right in front of the back door on the way to the hot tub and the pool. So I tried to chase her, and what did she do? She turns to go in instead of out to the lawn, and then goes to the bathroom on her way in, but bless her, she's 13 or 14.
Bless her old soul.
Mm-hmm.
Good morning, Mr. Person. What do you mean, Raz? Who's Papa? That's Papa. Yeah, no, dogs like to get old, I guess. Quick. Happens fast.
I'm going to take a goat means an old boy.
Greatest of all time.
Oh, good one. Mm-hmm. Thanks.
Yeah.
The things you learn.
It's you and LeBron, the goats.
A story came to me last night. We were sitting upstairs on the couch, and I don't know how come it actually came, but years ago, I was probably in my mid-20s. So I was leaving work a hot summer day. It was 5 o'clock. Me and my buddy walk out. Our cars are parked kind of on a side street. And I get in. I had a Volkswagen Rabbit at that time. And anyway, shut the door. He gets in his Jeep across the street. And this is in like the early 90s. And anyway, I turn the key to start it. And I go to turn the key. And then the next minute, all I know, I'm in a complete haze. There was a massive kaboom, like massive, like explosion. And there's dust inside my car. And I couldn't, I was just seeing, but it was like an out of body experience. And I opened the door and got out. My buddy opens the door across the street and he gets out, and I start to kind of like get a little more coherent. And my buddy picks up a piece of my car in his hand across the street that hit his Jeep, and it was only trim, but still. Yeah. And anyway, I still couldn't focus totally, and then my buddy's like, what the hell? And I'm like, holy Christ, like, what was that? It was an explosion, a massive explosion in my car. And I look at my fender and it's blown out, like bent, the metal's stressed out. I look, and then finally I see these two characters starting to walk from half a block. They got up behind a parked car, and I couldn't quite figure out who they were, and they were laughing at first, but then as they walked closer, they were my two best friends, so to speak, as they blow up my car. It turns out they decided to play a trick, and the one guy, the one buddy of mine, he's a mechanical genius. He made an acetylene bomb, just a little one, out of a 2-liter Coke bottle, acetylene for welding in this case. He just put a squirt of it in, like, I mean, literally you just squirt this stuff, it's so volatile, and then he capped it off. Then you put some electrodes in it, and then he snuck up to my car during the day, slid under it like he was working on it in case anybody saw him.
Yeah.
And then he just attached a spark plug to it. So as soon as you hit that spark, it ignites the bomb.
So you got car bombed?
I got car bombed by my best friends. So anyway, yeah, in that story we were talking last night, it just came to me. Not very often you survive a car bomb, let alone by your best friends.
You're a car bomb survivor.
Yeah, and it literally shook the neighborhood. The people come out of work beside like where we were to see what it was. It was right by the hospital. Can you imagine if that happened today?
Yeah. Oh, you'd be SWAT team. You'd be
SWAT team, and my best friends would have been in prison.
Oh yeah,
for sure,
for attempted murder. Yeah.
And in those days, in the early '80s, nothing happened other than them shamefully kind of coming to me, laughing with their tails between their legs,
putting the spark plug back into the car.
Yeah, we were just about old dogs. Out of a plastic 2-liter, and thank God it was plastic, because if it was a glass 2-liter or 1-liter or whatever, I couldn't even imagine how intense that shrapnel would have been.
Once it let go.
Yeah, probably would have gone through the fenders and everything. But that plastic, was just. I mean, if that plastic would have hit my bare skin, it probably would have torn through me.
Probably, yeah.
But being it wasn't. Anyway, how much done to the car? The left front fender area was demolished. So
that's pretty good.
Yeah. It because he stuffed it inside the inner fender, it actually protected my tire a bit, and because it was a plastic bottle, it didn't really rupture. But holy Christ! So that was just, and I kid you not, that's a squirt of acetylene. So if you go squirt, but in this case, he must have went squirt. Just that extra
switch.
Yeah, that extra.
Jesus, so, I guess he wasn't measuring out.
No, I didn't get a new car. I was too damn cheap, and so I just got another buddy to repair the fender for me and all the inner workings, and they paid the bill. But anyway, am I a pro gamer? I'm a gamer. Like, I'm a gamer since 1980, probably 1980.
He's an OG.
Yeah, but I am not a pro gamer. I am a old gamer.
Yeah, either or.
Yeah,
either or. Morning,
Paul.
Good morning,
Paul. Thank you for the 8-month resub, my king.
Nice.
What a pleasure.
The car's easy to repair. Yeah, they were easy to repair. Yeah, you just bang, pop, and put a little Bondo on what didn't work, and then give her a paint job. I mean, it was kind of what it was. No electronics, really.
Bare minimum, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but no airbags. Nothing like that. None of that stuff that could have went off. No alarm, so that didn't go off.
That's nice. With the car bomb, you didn't have an airbag go off in your face.
Yeah.
That would have been insult to injury.
Actually, that's a good point.
Walk out with fucking broken nose and shit.
Yeah.
Like, not so funny.
Yeah. But I never think of it. It's last night was the first time I remembered that car bomb in, like, I don't even know how long. And then you realize, you go, geez, those guys literally put a car bomb in my car.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And they're your best friends.
I don't think I'd ever car bomb my friends, but
that's what they were. Yeah, that's what they're.
It was the times.
Yeah, the one friend was, like you say, a mechanical genius, so he thought it'd be hilarious. And then the other friend hadn't got a clue about anything. He just thought it'd be funny to watch me with my reaction.
Yeah.
So
that's brutal.
Oh yeah. Anyway, it's all fun and games.
Just another concussion on the list.
Yeah, family friendly prank. Yeah,
Family friendly.
Yeah. Oh, I wasn't mad at them at all. I mean, once they came over and I shook off the shock in my head, I laughed my ass off. But...
Once you know it was an assassination attempt, it's just your friends.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if they didn't come out, I'd be like, who the hell did I piss off? Like,
yeah. Well, I'm actually...
What mafia did I fucking...
Yeah.
Some chick's dad is actually like a mafia ringleader. I was just like...
Actually, I probably would have started to go through my head the next day. If
describe the ringleader.
I lived a life of Riley back then, as we all do in our early 20s. We lived to live, party, and basically have a good time, play sports. That was my whole existence. So if I survived a car bomb, well, la-di-da. Nobody called the cops back then, unless it was like something...
Urgent or whatever.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean? Obviously, malintent. That's it. Played hockey. I played lots of hockey, lots of golf, lots of badminton, tennis, anything I get my hands on, I guess, back then. Never got to play football, which was what my number one thing I wanted to play, but I can't remember. Most racket sports.
Oh. Turning the fan on. Some airflow. No actually cool sport.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You mean like, actually, I don't know.
The only thing you miss is football, I think.
Yeah. I played baseball. I played league baseball.
Mm-hmm.
Were I any good at hockey? I was okay. In those days, I was, believe it or not, like, as a young person, I was still recovering from what was called rheumatic fever. So that's a heart disease. I got that when I was 5. And as a result, I don't know, but your joints are weak and sore, and overall you're kind of weak and sore. So I think that kind of slowed me down in hockey at the beginning, and then I wasn't good enough to go on. But once I coached hockey in that, I picked right up, and I was pretty good on the ice. And
I remember you being a good skater.
Yeah, good.
Because of your rheumatic fever, you were a smaller kid, right?
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
I remember you talking about how you were a smaller kid.
Yeah.
Like getting picked on or
yes. Yeah.
Just in sports or whatever.
Well, yeah, sports.
You grew late.
Yeah, kind of grew late.
I don't know if that was related or not. But.
Well, yeah, it was because, like all your joints swell with rheumatic fever. Your knees, your elbows, your ankles, your wrists, your fingers, they all swell, and it was really quite advanced.
Yeah.
So... And that was in the 60s.
I was gonna say, it's scary for back then when they can't really like do too much like intensive care for you or whatever.
Yeah, and that was a thing of not like in those days when your kid was sick. Basically, you just kept them at home. Like that's the way parenting was in the 60s. Yeah, and then finally it got so bad I couldn't walk, and so they took me to the hospital, and then. It was already advanced. The girl down the street from me, she was like 12, I think, or something, and I was 5. But she had it, and she died.
Oh, wow.
And so rheumatic fever was not prevalent, but it was...
Well, for you and someone down the street to both have it. Because you don't hear about it nowadays. Like, it's almost like polio.
Yes, exactly it. Yeah.
Like polio?
Polio. Yeah.
Polio.
Yeah.
Not polo.
No. Added I.
Yeah.
But scary. Of course, I was young. I didn't really catch on to it. So we had nuns, nuns as in they wore what was called a habit. I don't know if you know what that means. The long black dresses and the long black veils with the white kind of thing. And so they would come over once a week or every couple of weeks, and they'd bring me, in those days, a little film thing to watch on my wall, and it was literally just
you're banned.
One picture at a time.
Oh yeah.
And you turned it.
Oh yeah.
And turned it.
Yeah.
It weighed. It was like in those days, everything was made of steel. It was only about that big, but it fucking weighed probably, excuse my French, 30 pounds.
Yeah.
It was,
That's it.
Anyway.
Yeah.
But,
brick.
Yeah. So.
Most average looking nun. What's up, Danny? Welcome to the stream. Mike King.
Our principal was Sister Evangelista. How's that?
You don't remember any hot nuns? There's
no.
like the rumor. You know how like nowadays there's the hot teachers. I
Yeah.
assume there had to be like, hot nuns.
There probably was, but I don't remember any of them.
Or do you become a nun because you're ugly?
Most nuns are hot as fuck.
Most days.
You know what? I haven't seen a nun in, I don't even know now.
That's
Because I've
true.
been to church. I've been a typical
Not very
fall
common.
off Catholic.
Well, there's not like really Catholic schools.
Catholic school
like,
we're talking about.
in Western Canada. There's not really any Catholic schools.
No, in Eastern Canada, Catholic schools are still funded by, in Ontario, Eastern Canada, they're funded by the Catholic Church.
Yeah.
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 So half of the school system was Catholic in Ontario in the old days. I don't know about now. Right. Probably not.
It'd be interesting to see, to be honest, the stats on it. But
it's probably a good place where you can get a pretty old-fashioned education.
As long as they don't beat you.
No, any of that stuff couldn't even be happening anymore.
What are we talking about? This is Men's Mental Mondays, if anybody's new or hasn't seen it before. So pretty much me and Papa sit here, talk about daily life, shoot the shit.
Yeah.
Men's mental health. Kind of just like an open place to talk about whatever and help you guys get comfortable with conversation too. So you guys can chime in, sit there like a fly on the wall. Just a little, I guess, kind of podcast-ish type thing. But I mean, I'm not going to call it that because that's cheesy. But and then I don't have the charity on right now, but usually donations do go to men's mental health charity. But if we do get any donations, I can just donate it forwards. So private schools aren't as big in the South. I think private schools are more or less just for rich kids now than like what meets your lifestyle.
I think I'm guessing a private school in today's world would be out of reach of most people. I wouldn't be able to afford to put a kid in private school.
No.
There's one, I think, here, maybe two. I think it's in 20 minutes away there.
Oh, well, yeah. Say it.
Yeah, okay. I almost did.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think, anyway.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but it'd be cool to see. I'm sure, we probably do have one. Obviously, they're not talked about because it's just for the 1%.
Yeah.
Because there needs to be a place for all the extremely wealthy rich kids or celebrity kids, if you want to call it, to like go and
not
learn.
Get picked on.
Yeah.
Not get kidnapped.
Yeah, because nowadays
I see that.
Like all the celebrity kids just get like harassed, like you're their parent, you're like get me in contact, or like can I get a picture? Or, like,
well, that's true.
People
too,
have no boundaries nowadays, so
yeah.
Even the kids are in like not danger, but even the kids are in like the crosshair, I guess.
Yeah,
maybe that's a bad.
No. I think you're right. Actually, I never thought of that because back in those days we had. I mean, more people seem to have boundaries.
Yeah, no one.
And we weren't walking around with a phone either, right? To take pictures and.
You couldn't instantly shove a phone in someone's face back in the day. And like,
look at that.
What?
I did have one in my hometown, but I never knew anyone that went there.
Yeah.
And then I go to church with a Mexican family of 11, and 8 of them are in private school. They're just weird.
I feel
so is it an expensive private school, or is it because of church, like a Catholic school? Anyway, the Catholic school. I'm not sure if you got to pay. It doesn't matter. But anyway, nonetheless, if I was living in Ontario, I'd consider like out east. I'd consider sending my kids there because there's just a little more old-fashioned education. They still say like a prayer, Lord's Prayer. When we were in regular school, singing "O Canada" and "God Save the Queen" because we were whatever you call it, of England.
Yeah.
And also saying the Lord's Prayer every day, every morning. And nobody thought of it as
it's a little bit.
It wasn't a threat.
It's a little bit of unity.
It was unity, yeah. And it was just, we all stood at the side of our desks. Nobody cared. It wasn't like, oh man.
Controversial.
Like, oh, there was no like praising God or anything. It was just a little bit of organization.
It's kind of like how countries have mandatory boot camp or mandatory military service, right?
Yeah, kind of.
It's like
you
go do your year and you get these fundamentals. You get basic respect, order.
You got to get up by 8 o'clock or 7 o'clock. Like I mean, it's just something that shows some unity.
Yeah,
probably not a bad thing.
No, I don't think so.
Makes you feel productive, makes you feel at home, makes you feel safe. I don't know. Christian Academy. Okay, well there you go.
The one in your town is just a rich private school, not religious.
Oh, I see. Okay.
That's probably the majority of them nowadays. I feel like it'd be
Yeah.
hard to pull off
Catholic.
a lot of Catholic schools. Like,
Oh, yeah.
you'd have to be in the right area, just because not only the times, but also the diversification, like in minority groups and everything. Like in America and Canada, like there's so many different religions that having a Catholic school, like to scrape enough
right together
Catholic background
and
kids. Like,
and church, no, religion isn't really in vogue anymore.
No,
right?
The biggest religion now is science, is if that's what you
well,
want to call
that's
it.
True too, I guess. Yeah,
that's kind of the leader now. Paul went to private school. He can confirm that he's weird as fuck. Well, there you go. We've got confirmation. Don't be friends with a private schooler, or they might try to get too close to you.
Raz, that's pretty interesting. You know, the things that happen around with different people. That's the fun thing, I guess, about the world and
all the different stories.
Yeah,
all the day-to-day things.
Yeah, just shutting off my phone because I'm so popular that I haven't had any calls in about a year.
That's okay. The only calls I get is giant bikes every day.
All day.
No. Now they're on it.
Now they're on it.
Yeah. Now you got soup on it.
Yeah. Anyway.
So with the holidays over, do you think it's a little bit of a hangover? Like a holiday hangover?
Although I must say, usually after the holidays, it's a little depressing because the weather sucks. But, you know, today, it's like blue, sunny, no wind, plus 5 or 6 degrees, which would be, like I say, maybe close to 40 degrees Fahrenheit. But, I mean, that's pretty sweet.
For us, it's pretty rare.
Oh, man.
I mean, we don't really get...
Well, at least we get overcast all the time, right?
Yeah.
You know? And touch wood, I mean, anyone else on here who's from Canada or up north in the United States, like, we haven't had like, I think maybe lower than -4 or 5 overnight. Like, holy smokes, it's been warm.
Yeah, I think I walked on snow once, I think.
And that's because you went up to the hill.
Well, no, I mean, like,
here
in town, I think I
haven't even walked on it once.
Oh, maybe I haven't, but yeah, I like it.
Yeah,
I could get used to it.
Yeah, it's made the post-Christmas blues be actually not too prevalent or whatever have you. So now I'm looking forward to using the beach down the street.
It's time for the beach.
I like snow. I do like snow. I just noticed someone or Hopeful said they like snow.
Snow is cool. I like snow when it's on the mountain, when it's like optional.
But Raz.
I don't like what?
Yeah.
Never seen snow? Oh. Yeah. Raz lives in Florida though.
Snow's cool. It's awesome.
In the mountain.
Global warming at work.
I'd be good if we never got snow down in town. Just keep it on the mountain for snowboarding, and I'm good there.
We look out our window and you can see the snow. Of course, anyone in this area, because of the mountains, we can just see the snow level. I love snow. Just love it. But I grew up in the prairies, and I love snow.
It's like cozy. Like it's cozy, but like just knowing I have to go out there in the cold and like
the cold. Yeah,
the slippery. I mean, I don't mind snow, like being in it, but I just hate the cold, or like because they know when I go out there to my vehicle, you gotta fucking scrape it or let it warm up, and just, like, you're sitting there just like you're like, I don't know, maybe it's just the idea that snow means cold to me.
Yeah, you must deep powder,
knee deep in powder, snowboarding.
Another snowboarder, no doubt.
Yeah.
Hey?
Yeah, the worst thing is trying to get up in powder and your arm just fucking
goes down.
Goes right through.
I kind of panic when I do that.
Yeah, it's not nice when you have to like get up and you can't.
I've never figured out a way of getting up out of deep powder.
You pretty much just like don't, because if you go you're gonna go right through. But if you like make yourself bigger,
spread out.
You starfish it and try to get your snowboard under you, and then just or build up a little pack kind of thing. But
one time, William and his brother and I were snowboarding and skiing, and I wiped into powder right close to a tree, not in one of the wells. But anyway, it was so deep, I went face down kind of, and those two, William and his brother, laughed and kept going past me down the hill, and I couldn't get out, and I was sinking, and man, I was panicking.
Yeah.
And I didn't like that, but somehow, some way, in my panic, I just kind of, you just kind of accept it and go like, okay, and I must have spread out or something to at least get my head out of the snow.
Yeah.
But it took me a long time, and I was exhausted to get my skis or snowboard under me. I don't remember what I was.
You would have been skiing.
Yeah, maybe
skiing. Snowboarded, and like I was too young when you were skiing, so.
Oh, you know what? Snowboarding was at
yeah.
When we were you were too young, right?
Yeah. So you would have been skiing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like quicksand, to be honest, when you're in that soft snow.
It is.
When you're on skis and a snowboard, you're fine, but when you fall, it's like you're in quicksand, and every time you try to like get yourself up, you just sink further in.
Yeah.
And then it falls over top of you, and then you're like trying to pull that out, and as long as you obviously keep your head above, like.
Yeah, I don't like it.
I rarely freak out, but when I'm like in the trees or whatever, it can get my heart rate going when I'm trying not to get stuck up there. And
the answer is don't wipe out.
The answer is don't fuck up.
Yeah, don't stop, don't wipe out, I guess. But,
that's the easiest answer.
Skiing cooler anyways. Mudboarding, that's Razzie broke his arm and leg, holy shit, and 2 fingers because of a pebble. Oh, it caught on the mud. Mudboarding, that would be, sounds cool. Mudboarding,
I guess.
Up at the mud we'll go 4-wheeling.
I'll let someone else do it.
The only problem in our mud pit is there's like hidden mattresses and all sorts of shit under the mud.
All the burnt bed springs and
shit. Burnt bed springs.
Like, fucking drag you out. It would skin you and hang you all in one slip, so it's not really. Ski patrol, people getting stuck, losing their skis in the snow if they didn't turn up till the spring.
Oh, wow.
Brutal.
That's scary.
Yeah. I mean, it can happen, right? You just, you panic and you make it worse for yourself. And and skiing alone and not prepared, or like it's easy to go like.
Well, accidents happen,
It's easy to start the run, but you got to finish the run too. Like you got to know what you're fucking getting yourself into. But.
Yeah. Oh, I don't like it. I get the willies just thinking of that.
There we go.
Yeah.
I forget what I was going to say, but.
Well, anyway, our summer's coming here, maybe touch wood, really soon. And then
we'll see, hopefully.
Down the street to the beach, sit with all the new campers.
All the babes in bikinis.
All the babes in bikinis.
Uh-huh.
Our beach is going to be packed.
I'm gonna buy Papa some reflective sunglasses.
Yeah, I want to get X-ray glasses.
X-ray glasses.
Yeah,
it's the beach. They're not gonna be wearing anything anyway. But
no, I can't bartend. Where the hell? Unless I can open you a beer or pour you a Ryan Coke.
That's all you need.
Yeah.
That's all you need to do.
That's all I can do.
Anything extra is just show off. Is just a waste of time.
Anything extra is bartending.
Yeah,
that's where you get all that professionalism. But. Yeah, I can't wait for that beach. It's going to be so nice, and it's going to be so. I'm actually going to like to have a whole ton of people, kind of down there. Few
just walking about,
few feet away, walking about, and everything busy, and
it'll be busy. It's a very busy beach, so we'll be constantly seeing people and people watching. It'll be good. You can sit on the patio and just people watch.
Well, that's true too. I can sit on our patios
because it's going to be warm enough to just sit there all day, and obviously probably too warm.
Yeah, I'm not going to use the pool unless everybody comes over and they want to sit at the pool, or maybe evening or something.
Yeah,
I mean, but
I'm probably rarely going to. I'm going to be in my room streaming, so I mean, well, actually,
evenings.
Yeah,
during
evenings.
the day, would actually, a great place to get up, take your coffee. Just walk a few feet to the beach, plop your ass down, and enjoy.
Hire a few hot chicks, $100 each to be on the stream, and
actually, that's do the stream on the beach.
Holy shit, that's a.
Could do the stream on the beach.
That's a loser. Do the pool here.
Really, with all the people walking by behind the video camera, so everybody here gets to enjoy.
No, I just give a few hot chicks some money, and be like, come hang at the pool, be on stream. That's what everybody does in LA.
Really?
Oh yeah, it's literally. Like half of the streams that are like real life streaming. It's just paying a bunch of hot chicks to show up and be on stream and sit there and stare at chat.
Well, I think our stream is too sophisticated for that.
It's true.
Right? I don't think anybody on here would want a couple of hot chicks at our pool.
With butt cheeks out.
And everything else. And William serving them drinks.
Yeah.
Bartending them.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody on here would do that.
No, I think they'd rather see top of the line video gameplay.
Canadian Freak.
So I think you guys want to see some top tier gameplay of me in the trenches on Hell Let Loose.
I'm going to try that Hell Let Loose. Or is it a Twitch? Is it a Twitch thing?
Nope.
Game?
You can
like
sit.
Reaction?
You can sit in a bush with a sniper all game and.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, then that'd be good for me.
Actually, we could probably game it on stream one time if you wanted. So I just have to get you set up on Discord and.
Oh yeah, right.
Ready to game, and we could have a Papa gaming session. Couple hours. Why? Wait, what is it? Why are you guys drinking coffee and not downing a 40?
40.
That's right after the stream.
Yeah. We saved that because, it's a private thing.
Yeah, it's a family.
Yeah, it's a family tradition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Critters mentality. True. This is true. A tank crew.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Yeah, that
is that on
cool.
that game? Tank crews?
You can have tank crews. I think.
Wouldn't that be fun?
I think just of like 3. They don't let you drive like a Tiger or anything. It's all M3 Stewarts, Panzer 3s. I'm like, man,
keep it to,
yeah. I'm like, where's my fucking Tiger? Like,
yeah,
I want to fucking cruise.
They keep it to a minimum.
There's Shermans.
I'm just gonna let the dog go. I see her at your door. She needs to go. I'll be right back, guys.
See if she actually goes.
Come on, outside.
Before it starts leaking out of her ass. We'll see what happens. Surrounded by nerds? Okay. All right, buddy. The 17-year-old surrounded by nerds. Okay. I don't know about that. PapaCdn a freak. Yeah, we're getting him to the beach. Don't worry. Don't worry. I'll be Brad Pitt. We can recreate Fury.
I'll let her in a minute.
I'm pretty close to a nerd. Pretty close.
Brad Pitt. He looks like Brad Pitt.
I know. That's what they say. This is what they say. I am Brad Pitt.
Looks like Brad Pitt. And who did they say I look like? Or I shouldn't say that. There was some people once we were having
Henry Cavill.
Who?
Henry Cavill. Superman.
No, the guy from
Agent Schrader.
The drug making movie.
Yeah. Agent Schrader.
Yeah.
Hank Schrader.
Hank Schrader.
Yeah.
If anybody knows who that is. We were having breakfast in town last year, and this couple from the city was staring at me the entire dinner or breakfast or whatever. And then as my wife and I don't know if it was William or maybe it was just us, we got up to walk by to leave, and they stopped me and asked me if I was this guy who plays Hank Schrader.
Yeah.
Who I said, of course, I'm not, but I never even heard of the guy.
Yeah.
So it was like, is that a good thing, or is he like a murderer or something? Or
no. Hey, you guys look alike. He's a little bit heavier than you. Like he's got a heavy onset.
Yeah, I've seen him. He's like wider, kind of.
Yeah, he's
like that.
Yeah, he's a big boy. Yeah, just like that.
Yeah.
Holy shit!
So if I walk around like that,
holy shit, you're him. Oh my god.
I'm Hank Schrader.
Hank Schrader.
Hank Schrader. Breaking Bad.
You're a mix of Walter White and Hank Schrader.
Who's Walter White?
The main character, the bald guy.
Oh. Walter White. That's not the teacher.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. When he goes bald.
Okay.
But, yeah. But your dad met the actor at the airport. He seems like such a chill dude.
Oh, really? Eh?
Now he's just
cool.
Yeah.
He did kind of look like Timmy. Who's Timmy? Of course, I don't know anybody about TV, but
I don't know. He might mean Tim the Tap Man. I'm not sure.
Timmy,
which you don't, but
maybe.
Who knows? Who knows?
We need to cook.
We need to cook. Yeah, what were you watching? Oh, you're watching dumb
daily
dumb drug traffickers or something. You were watching.
Oh yeah.
And I was just like, remember I said that to you. I was like, if you're not a smart person, why would you try to go into a life of crime?
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't make any sense for an idiot to think that they can outsmart the law.
Except they think it's an easy way out.
Yeah.
That's why.
I was just going to say, actually.
And that is... I think, to be honest, is the criminals that are smart,
Just take
they haven't been
advantage.
caught yet,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not promoting crime, but in my past, of my careers, not what I've done, but in my careers, like being a coroner and stuff, I know enough people who are in police, etc. And I think, you know, a lot of criminals don't get caught. I mean, hell, where we just
You mean
moved
they're
from.
like, you mean crooked cops?
No, no, good cops. I meant crooked people. Like where we just moved from.
Yeah.
You remember all the areas?
Yeah.
How many of those criminals are still criminals and they've never been caught, and they've got families, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. I mean, there's smart cops or smart criminals,
Yeah.
but yeah, obviously. And then I guess the dumb criminals are just the henchmen.
Yeah,
They're just
exactly.
like
Yeah, they're the ones that they
fresh
get the
meat.
media and they get caught, and it looks like the police are doing a good job.
Yeah.
But it's easy to take care of the fluff.
Yeah.
It's hard to get in there on the tough cases.
I guess that's just the ladder.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it literally is.
Whether it's legal or illegal work, there's places for the dumb people.
Right.
So
yeah. It's funny
makes
how you
sense.
can kind of whatever, but
Layer it.
you could layer it. You could. It's like the smart guys almost cover themselves full of dumb people. Like if you were a drug dealer, you want to go 2 or 3 or 4 steps down to the street
to disperse, yeah,
right?
to try and stop the dumb.
Yeah, let the base whatever, they can get caught by the dozen, and then the second layer, maybe even the third layer, get caught, but you're at that
The management, and then and then there's you.
Yeah.
Barrier to entry to crime is pretty low. Barrier to entry
Yes.
to crime. Yeah, that's true.
That's a good point.
There's no job requirement. There's no interview.
Yeah.
But
like Hitchcock and Scully Prime before they got washed. What kind of jobs did I do? I was I started my career, I worked on the farm when I was 17, 18. I worked at, sure, if you don't mind.
Yeah, I'll let you talk about your jobs and all.
Yeah, sorry. William's heard this a million times. So well, you know what? I started doing newspapers in the 70s. Then I went to old-fashioned tobacco candy store, like an old-fashioned, and then I worked in a mechanic shop in my teens, and then I went to the farm, and then after that I went into the government when I was like 19. And I was I was fortunate enough to get promoted through the ranks into, I was insurance investigator for years. And then I went into real estate after that. Like I was about 14 years in insurance. And then I went into real estate for 6 years. That was great. We moved out to the West and I became a coroner. Took care of the kids too. I was lucky. I got to take care of the kids when they were young. And that was it. Being a mechanic hard, loved it. It was one of my most favorite jobs, being a mechanic. And then being a coroner was my other most favorite job. Yeah, I would have stayed being a mechanic, but in those days, my dad, he did not want me to be a mechanic, and my girlfriend's dad neither. He said, if you want to be with my daughter, you got to wear a shirt and tie. And anyway, so I never did it. But I was able to work on cars, at home forever. And then after being a coroner, we have a store. My wife is a professional. She works there. And so I have been fortunate enough to be at home, semi-retired for many years, because my wife's a pharmacist. And so we own a pharmacy. I would have stayed there, but of course, as you know, I had my brain injury 7 years ago. And a lot of different things have happened due to it since. So that's why I'm not. I didn't continue there. Hello. Oh, giant bikes, right. I was like, who the hell's a giant bike? Dad lore. It's pretty neat. I used to love to know what my dad did. We never talked a lot. He was a hardworking guy. Yeah.
Coffee time.
Thank you.
Yeah, sure. What's happening? Oh, giant bikes.
I'm boring them with my stories.
You went through your careers?
I went through my careers, and they've been patient enough to listen.
This guy has a shit ton of dad lore. My dad's got a lot of stories.
Yeah, I haven't even got into when I was a bad boy.
That's true.
Yeah.
No bad boy stories.
No. I was never a bad boy, as in I never broke. Sorry, I broke the law, but not in a bad way.
Allegedly broke the law.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Racing days. Yeah. Not what do you call it? Not NASCAR. Drag racing.
Yeah, you did a little bit of drag racing.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see?
It was my dream. Uh-huh.
Do you miss working? Did you answer that from passion?
Oh, I've missed working a lot because I keep thinking about it every day. What I can do. Problem is with my brain injury, it's called executive function injury, which is multitasking, which I know allegedly isn't a thing, but basically walking and chewing bubblegum, if you will. So that's where my brain injury kicks in, and I get confused, and then with the confusion comes anxiety. With the anxiety comes frustration, and and then I'm just a mess. I have to ask whoever I'm with. It's like when I cash out when I go grocery shopping, if I have to self bag, and then I look at the machine and it tells me what to do, but I'm trying to process it, and then it just gets confusing, and so then I have to ask the lady to help me. It just explodes and goes so quick.
Yeah, that's why they're there.
The brain injury happened 7 years ago, right? I think.
About 7 years ago.
We had someone,
our neighbor
attacked my daughter, who was 13. It was her birthday, and her girlfriends, because they were playing birthday music too loud, which they weren't. My wife was cooking, and we were outside, and he drove in, almost hit them, just come squealing to a halt on our country road, and the girls are screaming, and one ran in and told me that they were being attacked, and I ran out and managed to stop them, and I turned around to help the girls, who were all going nuts, and when I turned around, he managed to get off the ground where I had pushed him, and I thought it was done because he was our neighbor, and I said, hey, look, I don't know what you're doing. I thought he was rational enough to stop, which I didn't know. And when I turned around to help the girls, he jumped up and then just started peppering the side of my head. And I went down, and it carried on from there. I was unconscious, and
whatever happened from there.
Whatever happened from there.
Yeah.
I was only in and out of the hospital, but the in and out of consciousness actually lasted, unfortunately, for a couple of days. I was like, had moments of almost like blacking out. It was really weird.
It must have just been inflammation or whatever.
It could have been, yeah.
Blood flow or whatever.
Yeah. But we did press charges, and we were very fortunate. The judge was really good. All the kids were there trying to, I can't remember if they did statements or whatever, but
yeah, we all gave
impact statements.
We all gave impact statements and let the judge see it, which kind of helps push it's because it also works as like evidence or proof, if you will, in the court of law to show the damages, so it can help him further the sentence. I think it was
and show the impact.
Yeah, like I remember I wrote, I think, a full page down.
Oh, wow.
For the judge to read. I could have read it out loud, but I didn't really want to read that in court. It's just not something that I wanted to like.
Yeah. No.
It's not a love letter. It's, kind of like the effects it has. So it's like, I'd rather it just like get to the judge, do its job and whatnot.
Yeah, so. It wasn't there to impress the court. It was there for the job, for the proper reason.
And there's like strangers there.
Yeah.
Because courtrooms here, you can just walk in and watch everybody's case. And it was like, just weird. So, so whatever. We wrote our...
We were fortunate. They charged him right there and sentenced him to prison.
Which is rare.
Which was very rare for an assault.
In Canada, it's like... You never
Slap
see
your hand.
You never see handcuffs on a guy for that kind of stuff. So
and they literally handcuffed him in front of us, and I was because of my head, I really wasn't quite taking it in, but I can see how surprised he was. And
people like that don't think it's gonna come back on them.
No.
Yeah.
And
I think it was 9 months.
Yeah. And but he never changed.
No.
Right back doing what he was. And unfortunately in court showed that he had like 4 prior assaults caught on people, and God knows. Anyway, doesn't matter. But so that's how it happened. I don't know.
Abby, I think Abby and my mom both said their statements out loud.
Yeah, only 9 months, and
that's a lot.
Out here in Canada, that's a ton. That's almost a murder sentence. Our murderers get off in Canada with like nothing.
Our sheriff, or the head sheriff of the court, he got assaulted. Pretty much the same thing.
And brain injury.
Some druggie ran up while he was walking with his family and got swung in the back of the head and just beat the shit out of the sheriff.
Yep.
And the guy got a warning or something. He got
a warning. He didn't get a day in jail.
He got you just call in your
like a probation.
He got probation for beating the shit out of a sheriff in broad daylight in front of his little girl and everything. Yeah. So it was like, and he, I think, went on disability too or something, the sheriff said. So.
Yeah, because it was so bad. So the sheriffs couldn't believe. They were like, man, you're lucky because it doesn't happen. Yeah. So it was like, ours could have went the same way as the sheriff and his family. So, yeah, that crackhead just got a slap on the wrist. And would go out to probably repeat. Probably. And it is crazy. At least 5 years in the U.S. Really, eh? It should be. I mean, truly, Canada is, I mean, it's a horrible... there's a guy out here, and him and his brother, or maybe it was just him. So it's a very Picton's, it's called. Yes, yeah, it is. The Picton trial. He murdered like 14 women or something, or maybe more, and fed them to his pigs. And he got caught. They gave him life, which out here was 15 years. 15 years, and he was getting out. Probation. The probation officer said he's feeling bad, and so they let him out. But the only reason he didn't get out is because another prisoner finally killed him. Yeah, in jail right before he got out. The prisoners killed him. 14 people. Yeah, and you got out after 15 years. Apparently, a life sentence means you live 15 years in this country. So. Yeah. Yeah. So that's how Canada's prison, unfortunately, works. And you're treated like royalty. Like, oh god, yeah. People don't even care to go to jail here because you get fucking everything. Like, good meals, like cozy living, all the activities, working out. Like, they pretty much give you a career if you want. Yeah. Like, for when you get out. So it's like there's really gardens. Like. There's no negative of going to jail here for doing something fucked up. Like there's no actual punishment. No, it's just like, Papa, how do you feel about gay in his stream tag? What's that mean? All my stream tags, I have like just random. He's a freak. Keywords. To be a freak. Life sentence 30 years. Yeah, I like that, Thrashin. That's the way it should be. 30 years. Yeah, yeah. But the shitty thing about Texas is they banned all adult films. You can't. Seriously? You can't watch adult tapes, nudie tapes. Wow, I like that. Yeah, and apparently they don't have any sex education in school. I like that too. No sex education. Yeah, that's the way it was when I was young. So you had to figure it out on your own. Oh, good. It was fun. That's brutal. No sex education and abortions are illegal. That's like a double whammy of getting. That's even better. That's fucked. You'll get a population boost of dumbasses. They can't figure out forward from backward. Like, so, how do you think they're gonna drive if they can't even fucking like pull out of their loved one? You know what? We need more population, and Texas is solving that. I guess. Sex ed. We never had sex ed. 25 to life. Yeah. Our sex ed was gross because our teacher was a fucking freak, but she was. Who was that? Well, I'm not gonna say. Oh, okay. But is that one that crazy ass chick? She's She was like 60 and she wore short skirts. Oh, her short skirts. She was no underwear. Sex ed. Yeah. She was.
She'd man spread
my
like this
God.
with a short skirt on. And
That's
you're just like,
unbelievable.
you're like, oh, that's what you're teaching us about. And it's like,
oh,
she'd do that
my
all
God.
the time. I
And
don't
she
know.
never got caught. That's
No.
again, you see, like. Yeah. Anyway, nonetheless.
Yeah, it's crazy. That's sex ed in Canada. But my auntie's a sex ed teacher, and
She'd be good.
she had fun. Like
Yeah.
I said, she did remember we talked about this, I think, last Men's Mental
Yeah.
Mondays. She put the condom over her head, like,
Yeah,
and
you
blew it
guys
up
had
with her nose.
Yeah, they had a name for it.
Astronauting or something.
Yeah.
Astronaut helmet. So there are good teachers for it, but
And you know what? That's actually a really good point.
got to talk.
Sex ed. You know, I never got to talk in those days. It was a rare thing that any kids got to talk from their parents.
Yeah. I think it's not a bad thing because it opens up the doors to talk to your parents about that stuff.
No, I think. Well, no, I could never talk to my parents about that stuff.
No, but
They
again,
weren't
that's, I
comfortable
think,
with it.
generation difference.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah, Mom was good.
yeah.
I would have been able to be like, I would have been like, you know,
Don't be an
something.
idiot.
Yeah, don't be an idiot.
Don't bring home anything.
Go get a girlfriend and figure it out.
Yeah. Do your own research.
Yeah, do your own research. In those days, we did our own research with Playboys.
Yeah, that's
Literally. And we just, like, I mean, in my case, we just got kind of lucky because we found a box that a professor threw away down our alley. And my buddy and I, was grade 5 or 6, and we were walking home like little shitheads and a hot summer day and looked in the garbages and to see stuff. And then we found this box of Playboys, and we're like, oh, boy.
That's a pot of gold.
That was a pot of gold.
What the hell?
We dragged that thing home. It waited time. We dragged it up the alley.
That guy should have been arrested having that many.
Oh, yeah. And we went to his garage, and in the garage, the rafters are open, and we had a 4x8 sheet of plywood. That was our kind of fort to sit and smoke cigars and whatever else. And we dragged those Playboys up there one by one. And we read them and looked at the pictures and couldn't figure out stuff, but it got us talking.
Couldn't figure out stuff.
Yeah. There was things that you just couldn't figure out unless someone explained them to you.
That's funny.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, we'd smoke some cigars. He'd steal from his pops and
That'd be such a cool hangout.
yeah, grade 5, 6.
Little man cave.
No, parents never found out.
Cigars bigger than your boners and some nudie mags.
He was the same. So his dad was a surgeon, and this is on the other side of the street. And his mom was a chief nurse, very old-fashioned English, and they were very busy. And so, yeah, like we were up there, and nobody was home during the days after school or nothing. And different than my house. My house, there was always somebody. So
Yeah, you had so many siblings that
yeah,
hard to find time alone.
yeah. He was the same guy we played. They had one in those days. They were kind of hippie-ish. They had well, not that it meant, but in those days it did. It was a Volkswagen van, like in the 70s, and we played 007 in the van on a sleepover once, and had no idea. Like, and we had this chick over. We're grade 6, 5 or 6, and you know, James Bond always a hot chick, and so one of us would pretend to drive, and the other guy would be back there kissing with this girl.
Grade 6.
Yeah, grade 5 or 6. Yeah, being James Bond, and then we'd switch around. Yeah, in his driveway, middle of the night, 3, 4 in the morning. You know, 3 grade 5 or 6ers sitting in this van pretending we're James Bond.
Yeah.
If any cops would have in those days cared. They wouldn't even care.
Knock on the window. Where you guys going?
Yeah. What are you doing? James Bond here.
License and registration. Oh yeah, it's not even going. So
No, it wasn't going anywhere.
You're just faking it.
Yeah.
That's funny. That's impressive.
Yeah.
Switching.
Yeah. Oh, lots of stories like that. Because again, no sex ed. So like, you know, you just kind of figure it out.
Figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen this in James Bond before.
Yeah, that was it.
Bond.
Yeah.
James Bond. James Bond's cool. Apparently, yeah, they thought so too.
Yeah, we thought so in those days. And that was the old Bond. That would have been whatever. Doesn't matter. But
to be back in the 70s,
Yeah.
it would have been. I just saw my first Playboy magazine like a month ago.
really?
Because Benjamin, my brother, brought me to a men's barber shop in town here.
Yeah.
And they're like old school barber. Like they want to keep the like tradition, like men's barber.
That's awesome. Yeah.
So it's like crude, it's dirty jokes, it's boobs, it's just dudes hanging out there. There's a fridge that has beer in it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was cool. And
Good man tradition.
Then there's a little magazines holder, and it had Playboys from the 80s.
Oh, okay. Really?
I think 70s and 80s. So
oh, cool.
Me and my brother were flipping through some Playboys.
That'd be cool.
Looking through, I was just like, apparently razors weren't a thing back then, but we were checking out the.
No, they weren't.
Checking out the bush.
Yeah, no, there was no such things as manscaping, razors, whatever they're called.
Yeah.
No such thing.
Nope.
It was all whatever.
Nature.
Nature.
It was all nature. Yeah. Which barbershop? I can text you all of it. I don't know. Probably shouldn't say. I assume it's probably it's definitely not a chain, so I can always tell you. I can tell you where the boobies are at.
I would recognize those magazines if they were in the 70s.
That's why I wanted. I was like, I wonder what Dad would like if you read the name. It's like
I'd recognize it, and the other reason is not only because we had those that we took from the garbage, but the main person I babysat, it was these two teachers, and he had cupboards full. So I'd put the kids to bed, and I'd go down and read them all. So yeah,
flip through the collection.
Yeah. Yeah, he kept him there. Oh, he knew. He didn't care.
Yeah.
He was a great guy.
It's funny that back in the day, it was Playboy, hoarding Playboys instead of just having the internet.
Like, yeah, exactly.
Just the old school version of it.
Yeah. And Playboys weren't hardcore. I mean, they were...
Yeah, gentleman's magazine.
A gentleman's magazine. The girls always... It was presentable.
Yeah. Well, I was surprised when we were looking through the Playboy. Like, we're looking through the pages of the Playboy. I'm like, I thought there was supposed to be tits in here.
Yeah.
Like the cigars, new car, new tires, like this year's new top of the line tires. I'm like, I don't give a shit. I'm like, show me boob. I was like, we're flipping through, and it's like, and then finally the centerfold comes out. You're like, Jesus Christ.
That's all there is just a center section of a couple of maybe 2 or 3 girls max.
Like, how am I supposed to jerk off to tires? It's like
the tires.
It's like, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, but it was always great writing. Like, I mean, I was younger, but like, I mean, you know, I did read some. I mean, there was, there was interesting stories about everything.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, they were like top writers.
Yeah. It was cool to see.
It was. It's cool to prove that people say, oh, just read it for the article. I mean, of course, you look at the pictures, but there's actually good, substantial articles about new cars and stuff.
Yeah, just life and everything.
So, yeah. If you ever get a chance to look at an old Playboy, it's well worth looking at it.
It's well worth it. We're spoiled with choices. We are.
Yes.
Yeah. We have too much. These days we have too much everything. Like we have options for everything.
Yeah.
Not even just that. Like just everything. It's crazy.
Yeah, there is. Yeah, there's just not, like when you go shopping.
Yeah.
You used to go to a store and say, "Oh, look, all these shirts." Well, you had just those shirts to look at, and usually stores were well stocked in those days. But nowadays, you do it online. There's 1,000 of them.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like it's that Unlimited. Personal experience of going to shop and having to pick from what's there is no longer an issue. You can just do it online, and you know, it's a different. Too many options, and
it takes away a lot of socialization. Like everyone. I mean, it's ironic because I stream and whatever, but like everybody socializes online instead of.
Yeah, there's some positives to it for sure.
I don't really meet a lot of people in real life. Like it's the amount of people I meet online compared to real life is, I mean, 99%.
I mean, the good part is you get to meet all of you people from around all over the place that you never could meet before.
Oh yeah.
So there's a positive.
I love it. Like meeting everybody from different states, countries, backgrounds. It's so cool. Like
this is awesome.
Whenever people come in. So
yeah. Like I mean, it's so cool to see all the comments and all the people from all over the place. I mean, it's wonderful that way. You know, and then cool. I can go out. I can walk down the street to the local bar or to have coffee in my case, because I don't drink, and meet people face to face.
Yeah.
So you do have that option. Or
That's true.
as we all do, we can go to the local coffee shop or something.
Yeah, that's true.
But for just a little dose.
Little dose of
face to face.
Miserable people. In the wise words of Willie, show me boob. Yeah. Yeah. That's what happens.
Australians and not enough white South Africans.
Design your own shirt and have it sent to you. That's true. You can do 100% your own fashion. So it is kind of crazy. True. But
the internet is beautiful. Well, yeah, see, and that is, I mean, it is. There's a lot of positives to it.
You've met too many weird Australians and not enough white South Africans. Well, you just got to come to West Canada. We've got nothing but white South African doctors.
Yeah. Or like the prairies, same thing.
I guess just Canada.
Yeah, maybe Canada. They used to come here, but I think, if I'm not mistaken, South Africa tightened up because they were losing all their professionals. So they tightened it up that they couldn't just walk. I'm not quite sure how that worked.
Yeah.
They were coming here in droves for years.
Yeah, we have so many South African doctors. What's up, Spider? Papa, look at that little shout out.
Hi, Spider.
Spider Rider.
Spider Rider.
Close to that.
Yeah.
There was a show, Spider Riders or something, when I was young.
Yeah, kind of. Spider Man.
That too.
Surprise.
Fuck Spider Man.
You're a Superman guy?
I just don't like. I mean, I don't mind Spider Man, but I don't think he's. I like Iron Man. That's my favorite.
See, and I like Mr. Captain America.
Yeah, that's
because I loved his outfit.
Yeah.
And then Sergeant Rock was my all-time favorite, which was an army guy, American soldier.
Was he like a superhero or just in comics?
Just a comic book.
Oh.
Yeah. Unfortunately, they never made a cartoon about him. I wish they would have.
Yeah, just didn't get the publicity.
Yeah.
But
Sergeant Rock.
Sydney Sweeney. Look at that.
Who's that?
You don't know who Sydney Sweeney is?
The hockey player?
No, Sydney Sweeney's an actress.
Oh, no, don't know.
Talented.
What about her? Somebody likes her?
Yeah. Few people.
Really?
Few people like her.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
I let Sydney... Oh, gross!
Yes.
So you do like her?
She doesn't like him, but he likes her.
Oh.
The way it goes.
Best quote ever.
The way it goes around here.
That's an actual quote?
He quoted it.
Oh, two people quoted it.
Yeah, we quoted it for Soup.
Oh, I see. Oh.
Yeah.
He's got nice boobies. Oh, that's Giant Bike.
Yeah, that's Delphine.
Sabrina Better. Sabrina, the teenage witch?
No, Sabrina Carpenter is another singer.
Oh.
All these new young girls.
Yeah, see, I all I remember is like Raquel Welch and Sophia Loren and...
Now you're giving them a bunch of fucking old shit to search up. Now they're going to be gone. Now they're going to be opening up a new tab here, not going to be in the stream.
Oh, sorry, I didn't realize that's how it worked. They're from like the 70s and 80s. Those were beautiful women.
What about Jenna? Yeah.
No.
No, not Jennifer.
Oh, I think McCarthy.
Yeah, Jenna McCarthy.
Yeah, she's younger, but yes.
Yeah.
She was Angie Dickinson.
Dickinson.
Yeah. She was an actress. I think she even acted with Elvis at one time when she was really young. It goes to show you how old I'm talking here.
Yeah. Yeah, acting with Elvis.
Yeah.
Before he was 250 pounds.
Yeah. You know, he was only 42 years old when he died. I mean, I'm 60.
That is crazy.
Yeah, I'm
he looked so old when he was...
He did.
When he died?
He did.
He looked like he was 60.
So unhealthy.
Yeah.
You know, like if I think of that 42, you know, I was healthy, sports and everything.
18 years ago?
Ooh, for me, yeah.
18 years ago.
I know.
So I was 6.
Yeah.
So yeah, you were literally just starting your heyday of being a dad.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I was alive when Elvis was. My buddy in grade 8 sat right beside me, and he went to one of the last Elvis concerts actually. So he had actually brought the ticket. We didn't know Elvis was dying then.
Yeah. But
he brought his ticket stub to show me, and I forget where it was, but anyway, yeah. And but Elvis died in 1977, so I was like grade 8. Yeah.
77. Oh wow.
Yeah. I remember when the king died. Oh, baby.
Yeah.
You know?
Pushing a shit that was too big.
Yeah. He went one mountain too high.
It happens to the best of us.
It happens to the best of us.
Pushed too hard on the shitter and he fall? Did they find him? He fell into his tub? Like he just?
I don't know. Usually, what happens? Yeah. Of course, when you die in the toilet, I've actually had people. I've gone in and they've died like this on the shitter.
Yeah.
Or against the wall.
Yeah.
And if the wall wasn't there, of course, they'd go down.
Yeah.
Well, most people just fall on the floor. But if the tub is close, I've had them fall where they half in the tub.
Face down, ass up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the shitty part.
Yeah. Ooh, look at that.
That's quick, eh?
Not bad.
Yeah.
That's like my brother, Benjamin, he falls asleep on the toilet when he's drunk.
Oh.
That's like my brother can fall asleep on a fucking rock on top of a mountain.
Yeah.
I mean,
on the point.
Yeah, with it up his ass. He does not care where he is.
No, he wouldn't even know. He just, when sleep calls, he just drops.
Yeah.
Literally.
The amount of times he's fallen asleep on a toilet, like in the bar or just like any toilet, but
he fell.
Yeah, he fell asleep in there was a bar in town and he fell asleep on the toilet. He was in like the handicap stall because it's like big, so there's like room for him to like
sprawl out. He's a pretty tall guy,
and it was like end of the night, and he fell asleep because he threw a few beers back, and he woke up at 2 or 3 a.m. because his nap was over. So pulled his pants up and walked out of the bar and set all of the alarms off.
Yeah, and just left.
They didn't do a bathroom check, which you legally. You have to do a bathroom check, but they didn't. Yeah. So the liability's on them, not him.
Yeah. And he just literally wobbled out of the bar, left, and so the bartender owners, they caught him in the next few days and just said, "Oh my God, don't ever do that again." And of course, they couldn't give him hell because
it's their fault.
It was their fault.
Because if he died in there, that would have been on them.
And that is actually a really good point, but typical. He could fall asleep anywhere. And all his response was, I was warm and cozy.
Yeah, I was like,
he says, it's nice and warm in there. And
relaxing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Something a Floridan would do.
Oh, really?
My brother's pretty close to a Floridan, yeah. He's got the Florida genetics in him.
Florida people are
They're
weird.
just psychos, yeah.
Really? That's pretty funny. I'd like to go there.
You know how like Florida's like all the headlines. Florida man jumps on an alligator because he thinks he's one of them. Or like
and Florida man eats another person's face.
Yeah, gets foot stuck in turtle trying to wear it, or like just like shit like that. It's like,
yeah, I guess it's true.
Yeah,
I've been to Florida enough.
Any crazy headlines about someone doing something, it's 80% chance it's in Florida. Like,
must be. I'd like to live in Texas or Florida.
I'd like to see Florida.
They banned corn in Florida. Oh, that's probably legitimate, isn't it?
Like you can't say the P word, but like adult film.
Oh, you mean?
I think, right? Or no?
I don't think.
Do you mean like?
We're not that bad. Do you mean corn or porn?
Oh, you said the P word.
Am I not allowed to see that?
No, well, you're fine, but
that's a bad word.
They don't like it. They don't like.
That's a bad word.
Yeah, but I don't think you get banned for it.
Can you say the S word, like S-H-I?
Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can swear.
You can swear, but you can't say that word.
I don't know. Probably not. Who knows?
Oh my God, what a weird setup.
We love this website.
Wow.
I didn't know Florida had a band too. We're not that bad. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Search something up, Florida man. Something will pop up on your birthday.
Your birthday in Florida, man. It's something will go.
See what happened on your birthday in Florida.
Now you know that's what I'm going to do, right, Passion?
Yeah. Do some research.
Yeah. See what pops up. Wow, I had no idea. Like, that's the weirdest thing that they do. Like words like that. That word has no. I mean, it obviously.
I don't think it's like bannable. I just think it's you just work against their like algorithm or something.
Oh, I see.
I think. I don't think they like the words. I don't know.
I mean, I understand the darkness of what it can lead to, perhaps under extreme circumstances. But Wow. Anyway, nonetheless. And you can still say the F word?
Like fuck.
Yeah, you can say that.
Well, those are swear words, not.
But it could lead to the same thing.
Yeah. Yeah, you want to watch the fuck.
Yeah. A rhythm.
Fuckography.
Yeah.
Hey, you can call some
People
fuckography.
on Kick and say anything.
Yeah, it's a different website. But they also get a lot less ad revenue because you can say more over there.
Oh.
That's just basic marketing.
Did you make me do this,
advertising. And Paul's going into deep research about
yeah, his birthday,
Florida,
and all the celebrations on it.
You guys are gonna have a lot of research after this stream.
Yeah,
all the models in Florida.
Yeah, exactly.
It's gonna be so much for you guys to do to pass time. A lot of gamba. Yeah, they don't even like if you say the G word.
Really?
Yeah, because again, it's promoting
addictions.
These 18+ things or whatever.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
because of kids.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
They want to be kid friendly, so the P word, the G word.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, as always, kids know about this stuff through school.
They do, but again, it's just to look good for marketing and whatnot.
Yeah.
So
got it.
It do be what it do be.
Yes. Yeah.
At the end of the day.
Yeah. It is what it is.
All right. Good to cap off.
Oh, is it that? Okay.
It's unless.
All right. No, I'm good. I'm gonna go do some research on my birthday and my name or something.
I'm gonna search up some actresses.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go do some research. The Prize Picks ads.
What's that?
I see. A website for betting.
Okay.
Oh God.
Well, thanks everybody. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I had a great time again, as always.
First day back.
Yep, first day back since Christmas.
Yeah. So we'll be back either next Monday or the Monday after. We'll try to at most we'll try to do like
every second at least.
Yeah, like bare minimum.
Thank you. Great to see everybody.
We'll try to do weekly. We'll see what happens.
Have a good week. It's Monday, so
all right, everybody.
Stay positive, everybody.
Thank you, boys.
I love sharing my stories.
He does enjoy sharing stories.
Yeah, I'm a story old guy.
Story old guy.
Later, dudes.
Bye-bye, chat.